I'm beginning to wonder whether I was crazy or not, because I, in my mind, think, I know a lot of stuff that was written about me never happened. I never dragged a girl by a hair. I never, ever hurt anybody else. I know that for a fact. If anybody got hurt, it was me. And sometimes they did it to me. I always did it to me. Whether it hurt, yeah, it hurt. Sometimes I do the thing with blood on my face, but I do that. I was sweating so much that I used to do a little nick. I can still see little scars. It would look massive. Because just the sweat would just bleed all over the place, you know. So I knew those things. Some things I'm not sure whether I knew or not. And I'm beginning to wonder whether I was crazy, because I think in the beginning I was. But I'm not sure now. I'm really not sure now. Was I crazy on purpose, or was I crazy? Was I that hungry? Yes, I was. So was Marty. So I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter. People now, I did a talk thing with an English writer, and then I had a piano, so I was at the Brooklyn Library, major library over there on DeKalb Avenue. And some guy in the audience at the end of the show says, I was there that night, you ripped my shirt off, and you wouldn't let me leave. And I ripped somebody's shirt off? I don't remember ripping somebody's shirt off, but maybe I did. Well, maybe he doesn't remember. I think both. I'm not sure. Again, people always ask me, what is about this art and music thing? You say it's the same fingerprint. There's no difference between the art and the music. It's all the same shit. It's the same thing about myth and actual reality, whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Again, I don't know. Basically, yeah, I knew something about that when I came up with the name suicide. Marty and I both came up with it. It started out as Satan suicide originally. Then Marty said, well, make it suicide. I said, yeah, that's it. You knew right away that was it. I can't. We should have called ourselves Life and gone out and done the same thing. But we did. We called ourselves Suicide. Everybody went, okay, let's see a suicide. And we gave him the suicide, man. And they, holy shit, it's real, man. Because I used to love that. I used to love the fact that it was like, people used to come in off the streets to come into the sanctuary of a music show. But what we used to do was, we used to go, okay, come on. It's like the concentration camps when they drove up to Auschwitz, the train, and on one side was all this beautiful cottage-looking thing, and then it's like the wall, the studio wall, the film wall, and then they open through a door, and they go in, and there's the concentration camp. So it's the cars, the cattle cars, to the cattle cars. It was like the same thing. Oh, you want to get entertained? You're not going to get entertained. You're getting the street, and people didn't want the street. No, no, not the street, not the same thing. But it was like, I remember seeing Dwayne Hanson. I don't know if you know Dwayne Hanson, the sculptor. He used to do these realistic things, very, very realistic. And when I first saw his work, it was like, yeah, I came in off West Broadway, which is a junky old fucked up street, into the famous Ivan Karp Gallery. All clean and all that. But inside were the Dwayne Hanson motorcycle guys, decapitated, you know what I mean? On the street to the street, except just that wall in between, a nice facade. So I kind of liked that. I thought suicide was the instant recognition thing. I didn't know it was going to be like Dead Kennedys. You know what I mean? Like that name, which I think has hurt us in a way at times. But I think now in the long run, I think maybe it's become like cool. Totally the coolest thing. Everybody's doing it on music, man. MIA just did it all, for God's sakes. My God, count the millions. Millions in action.